Imagine a quiet Tuesday evening. You're on the couch, watching a movie with your partner, and everything is calm. Suddenly, she throws a sharp, unprovoked jab at how you're sitting, or starts an argument over a text you sent 3 days ago. Your first instinct is to wonder what you did wrong, but in many cases, there is no mistake to fix. You are witnessing a specific psychological trigger in action. This is a congruence test. While it often looks like a malicious game, it functions as a subconscious security check. This chart traces human evolutionary history, specifically the divergence in physical vulnerability between men and women. Because females faced higher risks during pregnancy and child-rearing, they developed a biological radar to evaluate a mate's resilience. They needed to know if a man would break when the environment became dangerous. In a modern relationship, that radar takes the form of an emotional grenade. She throws it to observe your reaction. The goal isn't the argument itself. It's to see if your emotional stability remains intact under pressure. These conflicts are not logic puzzles to be solved. They are biological audits used to determine if you are a reliable anchor when real-world chaos strikes. When this pressure hits, most men fall into one of two behavioral traps. Both responses provide the woman with the same data point, that the man is not as stable as he appears. The first failure is anger. The man takes the jab as a personal attack. His ego flares and he reacts with defensive aggression. Hostility fails the test because it proves the man cannot control his own internal state. If he loses his composure over a minor comment, he signals that he lacks the temperament to handle actual external threats. The second failure is the compliance trap. This is the strategy of trying to keep the peace by folding at the first sign of friction. Here, he apologizes for things he didn't do, or changes his behavior to end the tension. He assumes that by being nice, he is winning her over. This chart illustrates the cost of that compliance. As his tendency to fold increases, the respect line drops into the red manipulation zone. Bending to her will signals a weak frame, proving you can be moved by the slightest emotional breeze. Explosive anger and people-pleasing compliance achieve the same outcome. You prove that you are reactive rather than grounded. Once a partner realizes she can dictate your emotional state, her biological need for a stable rock goes unmet, and her respect begins to erode. There is a third path on the spectrum, one that successfully passes the audit. It's called amused mastery. Amused mastery is the ability to see the test for what it is and remain centered. You recognize the pressure, but choose not to be bothered by it. If she mocks your career path or your choice of clothing, you refuse the invitation to start a logical debate. You don't try to prove her wrong. Staying in your frame starts with refusing to defend yourself. Defensiveness is the language of the guilty. Over-explaining your choices tells her you are seeking permission to be who you are. A more effective approach is to lean into the jab with humor. If she calls your outfit interesting, you might tell her you're bringing back 90s garage sale fashion. Agreeing and amplifying the critique shows that your ego is not fragile. You can also simply ignore the comment and redirect the conversation. A calm smirk shows your self-worth is independent of her fleeting opinion. Utilizing these tools transforms a potential argument into a demonstration of strength. You aren't fighting her, you are showing her that you cannot be moved. There is a paradox at the heart of these interactions. When she initiates a congruence test, she isn't looking to win the argument. She is actually looking for a boundary. She wants to push against you and discover that you are solid. She is checking to ensure that her partner cannot be emotionally beaten. When you maintain your frame and respond with mastery, it triggers a wave of relief in her nervous system. The tension dissipates because the security check came back positive. This relief is what builds long-term attraction. It confirms that you are a man of high character who remains steady regardless of the emotional climate. By passing these tests, you prove to her subconscious that she is safe. You have shown her that even when the world gets heavy, you are the rock that stays grounded during the storm.